Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake Woke Podcast. This is your boy Bobby Villain. I'm back with another episode. Episode 23. The final debate. Biden versus Trump. I watched that whole debate yesterday. It was thoroughly entertaining. I loved every second of it. I liked how Trump came out. He was a lot more poised than he was the last debate. He did way better than he did the last debate. And the first debate, I'm on record saying it. I felt like Trump won the first debate, but by a slim margin. This debate, he won it by a landslide. It was a landslide. It was complete landslide. Trump took his time and he let Joe Biden hang himself by letting him talk himself into a grave. Especially when it came to, I feel like Trump kind of barely squeaked past with the coronavirus topic. I think I mentioned the points in the first debate, but it's the same, pretty much the same points. Biden and the Democratic Party feel like Trump didn't respond in time, but they ridiculed Trump when he shut down China in the first half of the year. Not even the first half. It was February. He shut down travel to China in February. They called him a xenophobe. They made jokes about him, talking about they dancing in Chinatown. They having a Chinatown party or some fuck shit like that. And then they turn around and say he didn't react in time. They try to place the blame on him, but in all reality, it's all of their faults, in my opinion. I don't give a fuck what they say. It's all of their faults. It's all of their faults. They asked a question about midway through. They asked a question about the stimulus checks and why the stimulus checks aren't being released and why there's no funding or relief funding when it comes to this whole coronavirus pandemic or whatever you want to call it. I'll call it the plandemic. And a couple of times you saw Joe Biden sit there and, look into the camera, use a couple of fear tactics, talking about somebody at your table is not going to be sitting at the dinner table, all this other weird shit. But the thing is, it's the Democratic Party not signing off on the shit. I showed proof of that. I showed the clip of Nancy Pelosi being the bitch that she is, not signing off on the shit. And to be honest, I'm just going to get straight into this conspiracy theory. To be honest, I feel like by the slim chance that Joe Biden do win, this election, within the forthcoming years, within his term, they gonna deem him medically unfit to perform as president. They gonna pull that 25th Amendment card, and Nancy Pelosi is gonna take that seat. But that's after the economy crash and we go into a depression. I'm going to say that one more time. They're going to pull that 25th Amendment card to claim that the president is medically incompetent and medically cannot perform the duty of a president. They're going to get him up out of there, and Nancy Pelosi going to take that seat. And that's after the economy crash, the market crash, and the depression hit. That's when they're going to play that card, in my opinion. That's if he wins, and that's a slim chance that he will win. Polls showing that he's leading. I don't believe those polls. The polls showed that Hillary Clinton was leading, and she got her ass whooped. So we'll see. But all in all, it was a great debate. I'm gonna stay on the coronavirus topic for right now. Joe Biden was talking about how they're fast tracking the production of the virus, Operation Warp Speed. I brought that up. I will do a video on that. I have not forgot. But the thing is, though, he mentioned Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson was just sued not too long ago. I think it was 2018 for selling harmful items, harmful products that cause cancer and all types of other shit. Moderna just got outed during their vaccine trials for the RNA vaccine that they were producing that was causing excruciating pain in the participants that received the vaccine. Several dozen of the participants that participated in the vaccine trials have developed some mysterious illness. So with that being said, President Trump, how safe is that vaccine? You say we're going to have it by the end of the year. How safe is that vaccine? Did you really have the virus is another question that I'm asking. And if you are telling the truth about whatever medicine you was taking, I forgot the name of it right now. Why aren't you fast tracking that medicine that so happened to be the cure of the coronavirus? That's why I call this shit a pandemic, aka a scamdemic. This shit's a scam. They was just pushing this shit just to see what they could get away with. But Joe Biden tried to play off the coronavirus. He tried to play off of the Russian collusion. There was no evidence in that. His administration, the Obama administration, dropped the ball on the H1N1 virus. If I'm not mistaken, that's over 60 million people were infected with the H1N1 virus. I forgot how many perished off the H1N1 virus. I forgot the number. It's not relevant no more. It was a burial for Joe Biden, man. It was a burial. He was caught lying several times. He admitted that there's some type of systematic racism. But the thing is, your crime bill caused that systematic racism right after the so-called war on drugs, which was the building foundation to usher in that 94 crime bill, which locked up predominantly black people. Predominantly black people were affected by that. And I'm tired of talking about the crime bill. Everybody could go look the crime bill up. You did call it super predators. You denied that you did. You said that. So it was a lot, and I don't even think I got the time to go into it. I'm just gonna try to attack what I can attack. The laptop, Hunter Biden's laptop. I addressed it before. I'm gonna address it one more time, real quick. That has everything to do with foreign policy. Joe Biden put his son in position of power to receive employment from foreign countries. He had positions on the board where all he had to do was just show up. Was getting breaded out. Biden and his family did receive $3.5 million. They did. Biden set himself up by, again, bringing up Russian collusion, bringing up Iraq, bringing up the Ukraine, and you got deaded with your own counter punch. You got a cross counter. You got a cross counter. Trump hit you with a cross counter. Them emails are legit. Them emails are legit. Go look into it. Why you think they made the New York Post? I think it was the New York Post that posted the article first. I had the shit up. I think I still got it. But they had the New York Post take down the article about the fucking emails. It was the same thing with fucking Hillary Clinton. That deaded her fucking campaign. Right before the election, those emails leaked from Hillary Clinton's server right before the election. Right before the election. And I feel like that was the deciding factor that made everybody go against Hillary Clinton. And she still have yet to serve trial for those fucking emails. That has everything to do with foreign aid. Hunter Biden's emails have everything to do with foreign aid because his father used his position to get him in that position. Joe Biden fucked up at the end. He admitted that he's going to destroy the oil industry. He sat there and he said, well, I'm not totally against fracking. The next thing you know, in the same breath, sat there and said he was going to destroy the oil industry. If you watch the debate, if you watched it all the way through, you saw Trump face. Trump was like, oh, really? I got this shit in the bag. Even the mediator was like, why would you say that? And let him elaborate on it, and he hung himself. The mediator tried to save his ass fucking every step of the way. That whole whatever, it was like an hour and a half or some shit. The mediator tried to save his ass on several occasions. When the cages came up, when the cages at the border came up, Trump was like, answer the question, who built the cages? The mediator switched the topic. Biden couldn't answer those questions. He tried to put it on Trump. Oh, 500 parents are missing. We can't match these kids up with their parents. That was your fault. Y'all did that shit too. Y'all built this shit. Y'all started that shit. He couldn't answer the question. He couldn't answer the question. He could not answer the question. The only topic I felt like Biden had even Steven standing with fucking Donald Trump was the Affordable Care Act. And people that understand the economy and understand taxes, we understand that the Affordable Care Act, yes, it was probably profitable for the less fortunate, the people that cannot afford health care, but they were still sending these people to hole in the wall joints. They weren't receiving the proper care. Some people probably did get proper care, but there was other people that did not receive proper care. Then on top of that, the shit was just atrocious from the fucking start. In my opinion. But I'm just going to go off and just say, fuck them both. I have no horse in the race. I just find this shit entertaining. I'm going to continue to do my little research on the other candidates. If and when I do go vote, more than likely, I'm really just going to write in Kanye. And everybody's saying, oh, he's running for vice president. Look, you can write him in and he could be president. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say because I ain't got enough time. But thank you for tapping into the Fake Woke Podcast.